unto him, I have no husband. Yahushua said unto her, Thou hast well said, I have no husband, for thou hast had 5 husbands, and he whom thou now hast is not thy husband, and that sayest thou truly. And I'll speak the truth unto you. And she says, The woman saith unto him, Sir, I perceive that thou art a prophet. Our fathers worshipped in this mountain, and ye say that in Jerusalem is the place where men ought to worship. Because she was taking on the customs of the Israelites, but she wasn't actually an Israelite. He says, Yahushua saith unto her, Woman, believe me, the hour cometh when ye shall neither in this mountain nor yet in Jerusalem worship the Father. Ye worship, ye know not what. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews. But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. For the Father seeketh such to worship him. The Most High God, Yahweh, is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. The woman said unto him, I know that Messiah cometh, which is called the Hamashiach, I'm going to say it that way. When he is come, he will tell us all things. Yahweh said unto her, I that speak unto thee am he. She let him know that he was the one, but he didn't actually give her the water though. But the woman at the well, he gave her the water by healing her daughter. He gave her the blessing of healing her daughter.
She was a heathen. She was a.
This one was a heathen.
She was a Ethiopian.
Yep.
All right, because you go into the history, going back to the Old Testament, they sent in after the Northern Kingdom basically got pushed out, and they went into the land of Assyria under the captivity under the Assyrians. The Assyrians put Babylonians into the land of the northern, where the Northern Kingdom dwelt. All right, they put them in some.
You're cool with that, though, right? Are we supposed to be cool with that?
The Lord's gonna come back and put a sword through his neck.
You know what? If I see, you know, there's been some women out here I seen getting raped. I hopped up with my knife. I hopped up, started cracking people in the face. I'm up in the mix like that. But that person, I'll serve that person to the very end. I'll love him. I love him and his family.
Why?
Even despite all his transgressions and all of his
That was an Edomite saying, Hail Satan.
That was an Edomite. That said, Hail Satan.
He doesn't want you to get the blessings of the Lord.
Like y'all said, better get rid of that leaven.
Hey, guess what? You might
coming from. I've had my own path.
Listen. You might forgive the devil, but the Lord's not.
Right. Yeah, you can do that.
You could do that, but the Lord's not.
We're not going to.
All right, we follow what the Lord said. What He's going to do.
Yeah.
According to the scriptures, these so-called white people, they're Esau, they're Edomites.
That's right. Not according to the
what does it say?
The spirit.
Get Hebrews real quick. Hebrews 12.
Oh yeah.
Hebrews 12.
Let me.
Basically, there's no hope for these devils. See, when he says all hell Satan, that's naturally in his spirit because he's of Satan. Satan means adversary.
Right. Yeah.
These Edomites, they're adversaries of the Heavenly Father. That's why they're contrary to the ways of the Heavenly Father. That's why they're ruling the planet. They're ruling the world right now.
And wickedness.
There's nothing but wickedness. Under their rule, nothing but wickedness. You know?
I respect it.
All right, man.
Not giving a good word. I'm just trying to tell you.
That's all good.
Yeah,
we don't handshake. That's not our custom. That's why that's
but y'all pro-black, right?
No, we're not black. We Hebrew Israelites.
Y'all Muslims?
No.
Israelites? Oh, for every people of color.
No.
They run the federal. Israelites, isn't that for
those
Hugh?
people on the sun. It has nothing to do with skin color.
Isn't it for the people of Hugh?
It has nothing to do with skin color. It's about the spirit of the man.
They have these ancient mystery systems and stuff. We're like actively speaking out.
That's why we don't handshake.
But I mean, I don't know. At the same time, there's like so many stuff that divides us.
The Lord is
we read that first thing we had read to you was the division. That the Lord come to send that division. He don't want it. He don't love 2/3 of his own. Somebody get the sign right quick. He don't love 2/3 of his own people. He's not gonna say 2/3 of his own.
You're pushing a universal doctrine.
Right.
Believing that
That's
the Lord wants
Catholicism.
everybody to come together under peace.
That's Catholicism.
That's Catholicism. The Lord does not push
Catholicism,
universal.
the abomination.
But that's a doctrine of Catholicism. The world coming together as one. That's Catholic.
Yeah.
That's what the word Catholic means. It means universal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody
The Lord is he made a separation.
Hey man, this is what you should think about right here. As much as you love Esau, he don't love you or your people. So you can cut it out.
Hey,
Esau loved us. Why we?
He don't
in the
love you
condition
or
that
your
our
people. He
in?
slaughtered your people. And he'll do it again.
I love
and he
those
just
don't do it again.
And he just
hey,
did it
I
not
honestly, I pray for my enemies, those that have raped my mom, pistol whipped me in home invasions, all that stuff, killed my
You don't
family.
pray
I
for
pray for
devil,
them.
you
I
don't
love
pray
them.
for Satan.
I forgive them.
But you know what? But you know what? Jeremiah said, pray not for these people. Matter of fact, the Lord, John 17 real quick. John 17
Yeah.
and 9.
I got a quick one right quick too.
And
You don't-
we
you don't
and
pray
these are
for the
words
devil,
of
man.
Called Jesus.
I got a quick one. Proverbs 14 and 12. There's a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. You gotta change up the way you think about it, man. You think, you said, but on the other hand, it ain't no on the other hand, it's the way the Most High has it. Now you got, I guess, the free right, whatever, to think the way you want to think. That's cool. But there's a way that seemeth right unto a man. It seems right to you, but the end thereof is not going to be a pleasant ending, man. It's going to be the ways of death. It ain't going to lead to the salvation. Thinking like that.
As you
I
said,
believe
you-
there's redemption for everyone, though, even fallen angels.
See, what you believe
That's
is
what I've been
contrary.
shown.
What you believe is contrary to the word.
Right.
You're not going according
This
to
word
the
has
word.
been corrupted more than y'all know. There's
Oh,
66
so
books
all
right
of
here.
a sudden-
So
The
why are you
Gospel
walking
of
around
Thomas,
with it?
Gospel of Jasher.
So why are you walking around with it? So why are you walking around?
Why
with
do
it?
you believe it?
Why do you believe it then?
Why do you
Why?
believe in it?
with that corrupt book.
But you don't think that the devil
You
has...
didn't answer our question.
You don't think the
You
devil
didn't
has
answer the
had
question.
his hand in
You
this
don't. You don't
book?
think God could? If God is the all-knowing and all-creator, you don't think he can control what
Of
happens
course.
to his book?
You gave Satan dominion
Then why
over
did-
this planet and all the
But
works
you don't
that
think.
happen.
But is he? Is Satan, wait, hold on. Is Satan equal with God? Yes or no? Then why? Then why
That's
do
the
you?
Most High.
Right. Why would the Most High not have control over Satan? Didn't he have to ask to tempt the Lord? Didn't he have to go
Tempt Job?
about Job? Did he have to go to the Lord about Job? He couldn't just do it on his own. He had to ask. Right? So he works for God. And so the Lord have made all, in Proverbs 16, so the Lord have made all things for himself, even the wicked for the day of evil. So it's a reason that he created the wicked. But they don't equal or
It's
balance
the
out
weeds
God.
growing with the
Tares and the wheat.
Yeah.
Right. But he has a purpose for the tares and for the wheat, and for them coming up together. This is a lesson for us.
Right.
So the lesson isn't, oh, the devil's corrupted it. No, God just don't have what people don't possibly understand. The interpretation was given unto devils to corrupt it. But the real interpretation is now given unto us also now. And you're standing before 5 of the men right now that have the proper understanding of the book. Believe it or not, that's just the truth of the situation.
I believe it. There's part of me that has to recognize that deception is rampant.
Hey,
Even within.
that's cool, but you can't
If I was the
discern
devil, the
difference.
first place I would show up is wherever these books and people were talking about. these
Didn't you
books
see the
were.
devil show up, the lady? Didn't you see these people showing up? We still worried about what you here for.
Hell, Satan. That's the devil
Yeah.
right there.
We still curious what you're here for. Because we're giving you the real
I'm here
the real
to put
truth.
love in you guys' hearts because I've met
don't-
people.
we
like
Love
y'all.
for who?
Y'all have some
Slakia, love for who?
Yeah.
Love for
Y'all have
who?
some serious hatred and negative volatile corrosive vibrations that are.
Okay, I
of the
think
carbon
your true
666
intent is coming out
downward
now.
Negative spirals. I'm all about
Going off
uplifted
now,
vibration.
Now you going off.
You're going.
If we become your enemy because we tell you the truth, I think
Y'all
that's
ever
what's
study the
happening.
numbers that are in this book
We don't have that.
God is
that
not
has
all
no-
love.
That has no
has
significance.
everything to do with
I got
this.
something. Romans chapter 9.
We study the word. That's what we study.
Right.
Go ahead.
Romans chapter 9, verse
Have you
11.
really studied the word?
Hey, listen to
The
this,
word.
man. Listen to this.
We're reading the word right now. Let the word
Listen
speak.
to this. It says, Romans chapter 9, I could have read up for you, but anyway, verse 11. For the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of God according to election might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth. It was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger, and it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
Who said that? Who said he hated
Says the
Esau?
same thing about Israel.
No, he never said he hated Israel. He never said it. He never said he
Where
hated
though?
Book of
Israel.
Isaiah.
Isaiah
It
what?
said that he
times
hates
in Isaiah.
Israel.
He said he hates
It says that
Israel.
he hates Israel. Isaiah.
Israel is persecuted and cast aside. just
Okay,
like
but he
the-
did. We're
Is that
saying
hate?
he never said he hated Israel. He hates Esau. That's a strong word. It said he hates Esau.
Don't add to it.
Let me read this right quick. This is what he was quoting right
With
quick.
that,
You can't make the Lord say anything. Make the Lord say something else.
Yeah, because he didn't say that.
You
He
didn't
said what he said.
He said what he said.
And I'm gonna be specific that the Lord said. It said, this is Malachi 1:1. The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. It's the Lord that Spirit was spoken through Malachi, through his Spirit. It says, I have loved you, said the Lord, Yahweh. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau. And then when you go down, it'll tell you how you destroy Esau.
He says he's going to have indignation forever.
Yeah.
Esau.
It says it right there in the 4th verse.
He's going to have indignation. You know what that word means? Righteous
Ongoing
anger.
yeah.
He's going to be angry. The scriptures say he's angry with the wicked every day.
Every day.
I understand that, but there's wicked within our own people too.
Yeah.
That's why I had the sign.
We acknowledge
The
that.
sign.
That's why the Lord's going to cut off
These
2/3.
are the ones like these are the ones that's gonna have their sins.
I think it's the same for the other people too, though.
Listen. These are the ones that's gonna have the scripture says this. These are the ones that's gonna have their sins washed away. These are gonna have to deal with the punishments of their sins. Then they'll come back in the kingdom of heaven.
Basically,
and
their
they'll all be good.
blood is upon them.
Right. But these are gonna get exempt from that. From the sins that we have.
Right, and the scriptures say, lean not into thy own understanding.
Right. So it's not about what you feel, it's about what the scriptures say.
You got to put your emotions to the side when it comes to the word of the Lord, man.
If you
I
humble
just
down
don't like
like you
hatred
obey.
and division. I've had enough
Hey,
of
but
that in
that's
my life.
I
Lord
don't
is moving me to bring people together.
Not us though. Not us though.
Quick free.
If you got questions, you can ask us any questions. You know what I'm saying? We out here answering questions according to the scripture.
Struggles, nationalities, race, religion, all different. We love everybody, bro.
Yeah, man, you
We have
Israelite.
nothing but love in our hearts.
Princes of the power.
There's a point where it transcends
Judah, hey,
this book.
Judah,
Anything
man, that's the
physical.
head tribe.
It was love. Dude, it's all about love. You can have all this stuff, prophecy, understanding, spirit of discernment. You can have all of it without love. It is nothing.
Quick free. Second Edges 6 and 56. I'm gonna go to 50.
Hey, this is what I
54.
want to say.
That's kind of a
Second-
own interpretation.
I want to say some things, and I've
Hey, he about to say it right now.
Second Edges 6 and 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen.
And the people now also that he
Shalom.
had chosen, who the Heavenly Father chose. Okay? Everybody came from Adam, but the Lord divided the people according to the sons of Adam. The sons of Adam later became the children of Israel. Okay? So the scriptures tell you right there that there was a division right there. He chose a certain people out of all other people. Keep going.
All this have I spoken before thee, O Yahweh, because thou madest the world for our sake.
He made the world for Israel's sake.
Huh.
Go ahead.
As for the other people,
Listen up, man. Listen
as for
up.
the other people which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
How do you interpret that?
See,
What is
there's
that?
human words in there, though. There's human
words?
Look,
Word.
hatred can't drive out
Hold
hatred.
on.
Only
So you
love
don't,
can drive
you don't
out
believe
hatred.
that? You
don't
don't
believe
believe
the Apocrypha?
you don't believe that's an inspired word of God, right? That's what you.
I believe this is the inspired word of God, but it has been corrupted. I know for a fact it has been corrupted.
Why you walking around with
Hey,
it?
I don't wanna
So
like argue.
the
or
reason
bring
why you
division.
say that, the reason why you make that argument is because when you hear certain things that don't match up with what you believe or
When I
what you
hear
feel,
hatred, when I see
then
division,
you try to
that's what-
exclude it as it's not the word of the Most High.
Yeah.
It's the same
Our
thing
people
you're
do that all the time.
Right,
They don't
that's
want
what
to. They don't
we're
want to.
doing.
They don't want
We're
to
all
stick
doing it.
with the whole book. They just want to pick
Hey,
and choose
watch.
They don't wanna
what they
let
want to
the
believe out of
masses
this book.
Let me read y'all one part. I found it. I found the
Let's
one
see what you
part
got.
I was gonna tell y'all about.
Make it
This
so-
ahead.
is one
Go ahead.
part.
Make it mean something.
But what does it say? The word is near.
Read
This
the
is
book.
Romans-
What's the book?
Romans chapter 10, verse 8. But what does it say? The word is near you, in your mouth and in your heart.
What is the heart?
This is the word of faith that we proclaim. Because if you confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. For with the heart one believes and is justified, and with the mouth one confesses and is saved. Hold on, almost done. For the scripture
from?
says, everyone who believes in him will not be put to shame. For there is no distinction between Jew and Greek. For the same is Lord of all, bestowing his riches on all who call on him.
Okay, so wait.
Jews they talking about is the ones that's lost. The ones
Exactly.
that was
He ain't gonna get that though.
Part of the 12 tribe, that was 10 tribe that was
Israelite foreigners.
Second Kings.
He trying to love everybody.
Yeah, he has that love everybody spirit, you know.
That's how, bro.
Shalom.
Like we
Where you from, brother?
New York.
New York? Oh, so you know brothers is out there, man. All right, man.
Yeah.
They did to us.
That's what they did to me too.
And I pray for him. I love him. I serve him. And you know what? I'm
And you know what?
I'm the guy that's burning buildings down. That's fucking.
Yeah, he's gone.
He bugged now.
In the mix, defending my people.
Hey, can you give us a little space? Give us a little
Space.
space.
Stand behind the blockade.
You can stand here, but just give us a little space.
My
See,
bad. You know what? I got the hatred
see,
in
look,
my heart, so
see,
I
look. The
just
scriptures
can't.
tell you. The scriptures
God
say.
bless
The
y'all.
right way.
The
Good job,
scriptures
bless.
say-
Let no man curse. One love, one tribe, one
See,
reveal
look,
the nation.
And then you gotta run, and then they gotta run. They
we
make
don't
their point,
love
and then they gotta
everybody,
run.
man.
But you
Oh,
know
man.
what? The scriptures tell you our people have a zeal, but not
Not
according
You
to
know
knowledge.
what? Watch your mouth.
You're destroyed for the lack
You're
of
going to be held
knowledge, man.
accountable for the words that
You're
come
gonna
out of
be-
your
So
mouth.
will you.
And I will stand before God on my
Yeah,
day.
you're right. You're right.
Yeah, you will stand.
He didn't understand.
Kind.
See, Jake is destroyed, man.
He don't understand that the same scripture that he was paraphrasing, Matthew 12:36, is gonna be upon him.
Hey, but you know what? He, and that's what all Christians do to try to justify their love for heathens. They try to misinterpret scriptures and try to
Yeah.
make it mean something else.
Kind.
That Greek and Gentile, our people are ignorant when they read that.
Yeah, he don't know what that means.
Hey, let's
Okay.
read this right quick. Let's read
This is
precept.
Romans,
I had him to pull this, but he didn't want to pull it. He had to go.
So he had to make his point and then run up the street.
that's Jake.
Because that's what all Jake do.
Hey, like I
when they
told
feel
him.
like they got the one up on you, they got to hurry up and run and
Even
get
if
out
it
of
ain't
Dodge
up.
because they know that they're gonna have to answer to that.
Right, like I
know?
told him, I said, hey, I'm still questioning why you up here. Satan, he said, when Satan, when you had the word, Satan will show up. I said, yeah, I'm still questioning why you here. Looking like a damn
But
witch.
he looked like he had hella demons on him. You know,
He wasn't humble.
he had hella demons on him.
But I was gonna have him read this, but he didn't want to read
He
it.
has certain
That's when it's time to
he
go.
has certain like empty looks on his face.
Yeah.
Like he was just out, like the spirit was just drained out of him, man.
He would like
Those
agree
darkness.
and then wake up, like he would.
It's called drugs,
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Bro, I think
He owns something.
He's definitely on some drugs.
Hey, let's read this because I was gonna have him read it so he understood who the book of Romans was written to.
Right.
It wasn't written for everybody. It's written for the Israelites that were in Rome. It's gonna say it.
It's Romans chapter 1, verse 7. To all that be in Rome, beloved of the Most High, called to be saints.
Who's the beloved and who are the saints?
kind.
That's the Israelites still
Yeah, the
that live
Israelites.
in Rome.
Exactly.
Just like the
Grace
Israelites.
to
that
you
live in
and
Israel.
peace from Yahweh our Father and the Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach.
Yep. The anointed Savior.
So that Greek and the Roman, that was Israel.
Yep.
The Greek was the Hellenized Jake. The Jake that didn't know he was an Israelite. Spoke Greek.
And that word was Helen that he went to that said Gentile. He said Helen.
Those were Israelites that adopted the Greek custom and spoke Greek. That's it. But Paul told you there's no difference between you that's calling yourself a Greek that don't know that you're an Israelite and those that know that they're Israelite keeping the laws in Israel. You still all Israelites, and this gospel is to you. Okay? And you had those that were of the circumcision and the uncircumcision that believed. It was counted to them for faith. Okay? It was counted for them for their righteousness. No picture, please. You can take pictures of the signs, but not us.
You got any questions?
You have a question?
You got any questions?
Ya, es okay que Jehová no es white.
Yeah.
Yes, Jehová es.
Scriptures don't say that.
Yeah. So no, Biblia, you know?
I know.
Biblia, Jesus Cristo es el negro no blanco.
Yeah, es.
You know?
No
gringo.
Yeah,
No gringo.
Que no es gringo, yeah. Es white.
Right.
Es,
Hey, and he loves all these people on the sign too.
And you on the sign.
Yeah. Those are all his people. He loves them. The gringo try to make black and brown hate each other.
You see yourself on the sign?
Yeah, he on the sign.
Yeah, he
I'm
on
asking, do you see yourself though? But some people look at the sign, they don't see everything.
This is a car.
They see a couple nations.
Mexicano in Israel.
Yeah, it's a child, right?
Yeah, it's a car. You know? So you're Israelite.
And Mexican in the Biblia is what? Versículo. Dice que era?
Yeah.
Yeah, and what versículo?
What verse?
It's in 49.
God, we just went
Genesis
into
49, yeah. And
11. No.
it's
We just read the
what
other
you
day.
say,
49,
so
11.
Genesis 49, the hyphen 14. So 49 y 14. Yeah, Genesis.
In what book?
The first book, Genesis.
Oh, in Genesis.
Yeah, Genesis. So we are hermanos. You're hermanos.
Es Cristo. Cristo es. Y es Cristo no es white.
Nah. Jesús y Cristo es negro.
Yeah.
Because Revelación 1 y 13.
15.
15.
Devil didn't like y'all talking to him.
Hey, you Israelite.
Hey, you know, the word is getting out, man.
We got work on our Spanish brothers.
But you know what? Like that Jake that came up here, pretty much he was gone.
Oh yeah, he was done.
You know, he's pretty much bugged out. You know, the scriptures tell you not to go into every way, and he probably lived. He basically had a hard life, pretty much, man. You could tell he probably done been through all type of shit. You know.
He dead, you know he had.
The reason why, and he's going off loving everyone and peace and all that shit.
I love the devil. What he said, I love the devil. He said, I'm gonna pray for him too. Like, why?
Right. And you're going against what the words say. And every time we try to show him what the words say. Oh well, man wrote it or man corrupted.
But what he's saying in his scripture is good, or is righteous.
It's not corrupted.
Yeah, not corrupted.
Get out of here.
Jeremiah.
That was the devil. That was a demon himself.
That was a demon on him. He was fighting with a demon right there. But the demon was winning. The demon was getting the victory, man.
Well, that,
you know?
What, the dictionary just
the demon was getting
99
the victory
cents
over
though.
that guy, man. You know? You know, and the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who could know it? And all he had was basically according to his own mind. All right, he was leaning to his own understanding. You know, his emotional need is that all nations
should be loved
and have mercy. But the word of the Lord doesn't say that.
Yeah, he want to be loved.
And then when we try to show our people that what the word really say, then they want to find fault with the word of the Lord. You know?
I know what it's really about.
That's why when you go back to Romans 9, it says, who art thou to reply us against the Most High?
Yep. Is there unrighteousness with the Most High?
Is there unrighteousness with the Most High? The Most High forbid.
God forbid.
You know?
I say that too, but that is it.
Our people always want to defend their natural enemy, man.
Whether
You-
that's African, whether that's,
Yeah.
you know, we're going to other nations also.
Yeah,
The other
man.
the heathen does not love you guys, man. You Negro Latino Native Americans, nobody else loves you. Only when you gonna realize that part. All the other nations don't love you. How hard is that to know? They act like they love you. They'll front like they love you, but they don't.
You making them rich.
They only love you for what they can get from you, the hard work and slavery they get from you, the slave wages they pay you to do the big job.
They know you ain't gonna do them no harm. You love them.
Yeah, man. That's why it says it was at Isaiah 1. The ox knoweth his owner, and ask his master's crib, but my people do have not considered. And then it also says, Was that Jeremiah 2:33? Why trimmest thou away to seek love?
Right.
Why are you trying to love all these other nations, man?
When they don't give a damn about you.
himself at the end. He's that old Bob Marley, one love.
One love, yeah.
Haile Selassie bullshit or whatever. I just believe one nation, one love, one.
But that's what the devil taught you.
Kind.
He taught you love.
As long as you loving the devil, then he can further punish you. He can further stick his foot in your ass.
You don't let him close enough to fucking
Slap the shit out you, and when you pout, hey, listen, boy.
You love me.
You supposed to love me. The word says it. And
You
he can keep
right.
slapping you every time, man.
They're gonna turn the other cheek.
And that's what they did to us in slavery.
They're gonna turn the other cheek.
So basically, what he believed was the plantation version of Christianity. That's what he was coming with, man.
Jesus Christ, the only one
You know?
that was black?
Get that in Isaiah
Was
1.
the other
Isaiah chapter 1, verse 2. Hear, O heavens, give ear, O earth, for the Lord Yahweh has spoken. I have nourished you and brought you up, children.
Hey, we nourished that guy that was up here with edification, with real living water, with true edification. He still didn't want to receive it. He didn't want to be. He was literally dirty, but he didn't want to be cleansed.
They go,
It's not about he could have
the
been
nigga
cleansed by
woman
some
with
dirty
his
ass
salt.
water. He didn't
Yeah,
want to be
she
cleansed.
better not have no question up here, man. Don't bring him over
He
here.
can't ask the question, and you can't ask.
Yeah, don't come over here.
Hey, he didn't want to be cleansed by the word. Fuck the water. He didn't want to be cleansed by the word, which is the water.
I have nourished and brought up children. They have rebelled against me. The ox knoweth his owner, the ass his master's crib, but Israel doeth not know. My people do not consider.
And like we said, the brute beasts know where they belong and where they're supposed to be at. Why don't you people know where you're supposed to be at? How have you become lower than brute beasts?
The ox and the ass is dumbass animals.
Yep.
They know how to get them.
Kick them and they'll go the way you tell them to go.
And they know they master.
Yep.
You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, y'all don't know y'all power.
Yep.
And that says a lot too when you.
Go back to Ezekiel 33. He just fulfilled that.
Yeah.
Go
We
back
didn't
to
get to
Ezekiel
finish that.
33.
You're right. We didn't get hold that. We didn't even get to finish it, right? Because he came up.
Yeah.
This is Ezekiel 33 and 31. And they come unto thee as the people coming.
Concubines.
Come.
oh yeah.
And they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy words, but they will not do them.
See that? And he was standing here and he was hearing the words. Right? He stood up here like he was.
There was no question.
There was no question after that. So he sat here as if he was, he acknowledged that we Israel. He acknowledged that he's an Israelite, and he came up here and he heard the word. All right, we was giving him the word. He even had the word in his own pocket, even though he had a misinterpretation of the word. But nevertheless, this is the word, right? So he came up here and he heard the word. Go ahead.
And they hear thy words, but they will not do them.
But at the same time, it wasn't getting through to him.
Right.
He still wouldn't do what we trying to tell him what the words say, and he trying to find fault.
Right.
Instead of actually agreeing and complying and being obedient to what the words say.
Right.
That's our people's problem, man.
Yep.
And they wonder why they're so low, they're at the bottom, why the Lord keeps jacking Jake up. All right? That's why Jake is gonna get destroyed out
Are
here.
the signs, but not a verse.
You know? That's why Jake is gonna be destroyed here in America, man.
Right.
He ain't gonna make it out of here. He wants to join with the enemy.
Yeah.
You know? The same people he wants to love and hold hands with, the
Wanna kill
Lord's
his
coming
ass.
back to destroy.
Okay.
They want to kill his ass.
Yeah. The Lord said if you join unto them, you're gonna be thrust through with the sword.
Okay. Though hand
You're gonna be
join-
slain, man.
Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished.
That's
They would
right.
have just grabbed me right now.
Okay.
That's right, man.
For with their mouth they show much love, but their heart goeth after covetousness.
He go after his own covetousness, man. What he feels, what he wants. And he's in that Bob Marley spirit. One love, peace, one love, everybody coming together.
I bet he asked him if he smoked weed. He said, yeah.
I'm sure he is.
He's doing anything he get. Acid.
But he was bugged out anyway. That dude is probably on something. All right? He's destroyed, man. You know? For my people are foolish, they have not known me. They are Sodom's children.
Right.
You know? Jake want to go after their own heart's lust. You know? That's why I told him you got to put your emotions to the side when it deals with the Lord. That's why the Lord said what he said. He said, blessed is he that is not offended in me. That dude, he was offended in the Lord. He's offended in Yahweh Shai, man. Showing you that Jake is a hypocrite and they really don't accept Yahweh Shai. But they act like they self-proclaimed believers, but you really don't believe what the word says. All right, you full of shit, man.
He believed until he got outsmarted or cut.
Right. Yeah, when you start getting outsmarted, now the Bible was tempered.
It's corrupted.
It's corrupted. Some of those is man's words, right?
Always Jacob's excuse too, man.
And I thought he was gonna try to use the angle that the Apocrypha is not in the canon, it's not inspired.
But we wasn't even using that mostly though.
No. But even if he saw that wasn't the word, let's say let's just say for instance, okay, that's not the inspired word of God. But what he just read, you telling me that you can't find that nowhere in the scriptures, in the Old Testament? You go right to Isaiah 40, and 15 through 17, and it breaks it down to a T.
The same.
It says the same thing. All right. So that's just you coming up against what the words say. You got a problem with the Heavenly Father.
That's all.
And notice when he came up, you had the she-devil, all right, Satan's little daughter came up, and he was actually like trying to converse with her.
Yeah.
You're okay with their households.
Yeah.
Thank you. She said you ain't anointed, bro.
Yeah.
She said you ain't a real man of the Lord because you ain't getting persecuted for righteousness.
Yeah. And then the other bugged out demon came up.
Salak Rayam his ass, and he was out of here. I did him.
Yeah.
I put it up, I was like, how about Shimon Shah, Salak Rayam, this nigga Lord right now.
Yeah,
He
man.
got up. He was gone.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm still questioning you why you up here.
Yeah, why are you up here?
So why, since you came, you done brought demons with you. You ain't brought nobody. But that one Jake was trying to really hear something, though. The one with the head cover.
Yeah.
I don't know, I couldn't hear what he was saying.
Yeah.
You know? But he came up and he seemed like he was sincere, wanted to know some stuff. Or knew a little bit, I don't know. Just saying. You know?
I'm cool right now. Well, he was from New York.
That's where he's from? He been by the apostles?
He know about him.
Okay, yeah.
He knew he was Israelite. He said he from Judah.
Who was reading?
31 again.
We got a bar left.
This is Ezekiel 33 and 31. And they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy words. But
Hey, I believe y'all. Amen, brother. Yeah, preach. You know?
Wrote on
all
his
those
face.
flattering words, like, you know, like their cheerleaders gonna help us do anything. You know?
Keep going.
and they hear thy words, but they will not do them.
Yeah, but they hear the word. We kept telling them that the Lord is not with bringing everybody with unity. He's about division.
And brought it in
He's about unity of his chosen.
That's it.
But as far as Israel with the world, the Lord divided us and separated us, man. You know, and we showed them where the Lord said He hates Esau, but notice He had to come against that.
And then itself, he said he was from. He said he knew he was from Gad.
Yeah.
Gad or Issachar.
Gad or Issachar. You don't see what happened to.
The Hebrew of Hamashiach.
But you don't know that, man. How you still
Want to walk hand in hand with this?
with
devil.
Esau and he didn't destroy our people?
General Custer. He still want to be down with General Custer.
Hey, they coming to the people as one. What did it say? Read it again. Come to the people as one of them that cometh. As somebody that's supposed to be coming to the thing, because he knew a little bit of Hebrew, but he never did say Yahweh or Yahweh Shai.
That's how you know he had demons on him.
He couldn't
That
say.
was all demons, man.
It says, but they will not do them, for with their mouth they show much love, but their heart goeth after covetousness.
Yep. He wants something out of this. Whether it be money or fame or attention or whatever. He didn't want the sincerity of salvation. He don't see it. Wanting the devil to prosper, man, you don't see salvation for that.
He wants the devil to love him.
Let you get salvation.
He wants the devil to love him.
Right.
Like he loves him.
And lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song of one that hath a pleasant voice.
It sounds good. You know, it's sweet to the, like I was gonna bring that out too. It's sweet in your mouth as honey, but when you get down to the nitty gritty, it's really bitter.
And can play well on an instrument, for they hear thy words, but they do them not. And when this cometh to pass, Lord will come, then shall they know that a prophet have been among them.
He gonna know.
It will, and lo, that bitter will come.
He gonna know that a prophet have been among them when he finds out that Esau is really the devil. When martial law is declared and his long-haired ass get snatched by his hair and scalped, you know.
He treat you like your ancestors.
Yeah. When he treats you like a native, like a savage, like an Indian, then you gonna see.
I was just gonna say, cause he gonna if you don't after all of this, if you don't believe that this man is the devil, what else does he have to show you? He gonna show you without a shadow of a doubt that he is the devil that walks the earth. Let me hold that while you read that.
I gotta breathe. It's Isaiah chapter 29, verse 13. Wherefore the Lord Yahweh said, for so much as this people draw near me with their mouth and with their lips do honor me, but have removed.
Amen. I'm with you. I got it. Yeah. I know what this is. Yeah, I got you. Amen. Preach.
But remove their heart far from me, and their fear toward me is taught by the precept of men.
Yeah, no, he didn't have any fear for the Most High God. No. He had that whole Roman Catholicism going. That's all he had. He had the precepts of men, which is that Roman Catholicism idea of that Bob Marley one love everybody's spirit, which is the New World Order, the Tower of Babel, same thing.
Yeah.
That's not what the first thing we read to him was the Lord coming to bring division.
Hey, we're really I thought of it, but it kind of slipped my mind when he was still up here. But the main scripture where he really, if he say anything contrary, he would have to just be dismissed. Yeah. Where it says in 1 John, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world.
Okay.
If he disagreed with that, then he's not he's a demon. Okay. He was a brute beast made and taken to be destroyed.
Yeah. He definitely was a demon.
They speak evil of the things that they understand not, and shall perish in their own corruption. All right. Our people, when they interpret love, it's the world's definition of love, which the world is ignorant to the love of what the scriptures say. Okay.
Guys, I heard you 15 years ago on. I heard you 15 years ago on Union Square in Manhattan.
Okay.
I don't know if that was you or other sets
That
of
was our
people.
teachers, probably.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
One thing that I did not like, that guy said that black people are going to take over the world because you were slaves to white men. And that Jesus was black. I was like, nice people are please.
You believe you believe in the Bible? You believe what the word says?
Yes.
Well,
The Bible says
get Revelation 13 real quick.
Isaiah 14,
Yeah, you can get that.
Well, listen, did you just actually took pictures of me?
No.
No, don't do that. I don't give you any permission.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
No, don't give
Okay, we ain't gonna get you. It's all right.
You say you believe in the scriptures. You heard some men saying that. They're gonna put people in slavery, right?
No, you can read it.
Read it.
Revelation chapter 13, verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
What is that mean? What is that? I'm asking you. Because we're reading what Jesus Christ said to the church.
Jesus was black.
Yes, it does.
What does it say Jesus was black?
Before we get that, we'll answer
Captivity.
that.
Are you saying because a black man was kept captive, that's how you interpret it?
Going back to it.
Not about the Lord. Not about the Lord part.
Because the Lord's people were captive by the heathen nations. So therefore, they're going to go into slavery under the
Yeah,
Israelites.
you cannot make the separation by the color of the skin.
We're not.
When did we do that? When did we do that? When did we do that?
Jesus is bleeding because of your guys, what you're saying.
That's not what we
See,
did.
you're coming from your emotions.
You're thinking of
You're
something
coming
that
from
we're
your
not saying.
emotions.
Hold on, you're not listening to what we're saying.
I don't know if you are
Let
same
me
as
finish.
the people in New York.
You probably are, but the way you heard it may be different. So let me say it fresh to you. Forget what they listen.
The message remains
Forget
the
what they
same.
said. Forget about what they said and hear how I'm saying it, right? I'm gonna say it like that. What we're saying is, no matter what your skin color looks like, if you're on this side, you're of the children of God. Regardless what your skin color looks like, if you're not on this side, He don't love you.
And you go into slavery.
You're going to go into slavery.
Thus saith the Bible.
Thus says the Holy
Thus
Bible.
says the Bible. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith, the patience and the faith of the saints.
That's it.
So the people that did this don't deserve to go into captivity. They don't deserve this to happen to them.
Right.
She ain't looking at the sign.
2 for 2.
That's in the Bible too. Eye for an eye, 2 for 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
Trump's about to help that happen. China, North Korea, Russia, they about to, World War III is already started. So it's about to happen.
Whether you believe it or
So
not.
we got it written right on there. Who's gonna suit that on? But
From Russia
right
with
here.
love.
Yep. Right. But when that's happening to everybody else, these people right here, well, the Israelites, people on the side, will get out of here and escape those nuclear missiles with this. I'm gonna give you the skinny that they may not have gave you all them years ago. Yeah, she can hold that. Don't go nowhere with it though. I bet you don't. You don't wanna hold that
That's
one.
reality. That's just a smidget.
Right.
It's still happening
The
today.
Lord said the people who did this, this is gonna happen to them. You know? It said,
What was his
it said the
name?
reward unto her double, right?
What was his name? Amadou. What was his name that got shot? Got shot 60 times by the police. They still killing us today. They will be killed by the sword. The Lord is gonna kill them. You can wave your hand all you want.
Let me tell you like this. Let me tell you like this.
They're going down.
You see the dude with the fringes on the shirt?
Right?
Who?
That's what the word means.
You got fringes on the shirt.
Or accused.
Oh yeah, that's
Accused,
good.
right?
Yeah.
Accusing us of all.
Gotta be
Kept
out
it
here.
moving though.
Yeah, that's how you gonna see.
So anyway, the point is this. So if there's a physical counterpart to the spiritual demon devil, which are embodied by the so-called white people who are the Edomites in the Bible.
That's right.
So-called, because not everybody that has
We running
no
out.
pigment is an Edomite.
That's what I don't like about your group. You can't
You don't have to like it.
You can't
You don't have-
separate the people.
Yep, the Lord separates.
White men also here. White men, Asian men. You should
Okay, hold on.
Alright,
What happened during the
We're
time?
gonna lose you.
What happened during the
We
Tower of
lose
Babel?
you.
What happened during
We're
the
gonna
Tower of
lose
Babel?
you. We'll see
Yeah,
you
that's
in the
right.
kingdom when we putting a rod of iron on your back.
Yeah, it's all about the spirit of your forefathers.
Believe that.
No matter what the skin color. We can look white, we can look green, just have to look the same, you know. Any nation.
That message ain't changed in 15 years. It ain't gonna change.
If
bear witness.
on the right side, that's how you are children.
Hey,
But you want to know
We're
how
running
you
out.
see how hypocritical so-called white people are? They've been, as long as they're the ruling class, as long as they're ruling over everybody and
Everything's
making
good.
all the judgments, that's when they want to bring everybody together and act like we all are one.
Yeah.
Love.
But when we preach that the Lord's gonna put us over everybody, now everybody got to be together.
it's a problem now.
It's a problem now.
They know if they have a foot in, and I said this, man, if they have a foot into the kingdom of heaven, they gonna corrupt it just like they corrupted the world now. That's why they can't be there. Because they're gonna corrupt the world. If the devil had his hand on the kingdom of heaven, it would become hell. Literally.
Couple minutes, maybe a minute.
Yeah, man. You know.
Who was holding something?
I was holding the loop still.
Just about a minute.
We don't have to read it because she left, but we read that earlier. It was a division. The Lord came to bring division upon the earth.
Ain't got no more power. We got a minute. I'm just letting y'all know.
All right. One last script.
Anybody you got anything in particular?
Yeah, we was all over, but you know.
Oh, Romans 3, bro. Go to Romans 3. That's a good one. Because she said, the reason I don't believe what you guys do, I don't like that.
Because of how she feel, her emotion, you know.
It's Romans chapter 3, verse 3.
This ain't for women, let alone an Edomite. Go ahead.
For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? The Most High forbid. Yea, let the Most High be true, but every man a liar.
That's right.
Goes for that Indian that was up here. That goes for that Edomite that was just up here. And that goes for any nigga that disagree with the true doctrine of Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Right.
All right? And the true doctrine of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, it lives with the men of Great Millstone, man.
That's right. And those are the same doctrine.
And those with the same doctrine. That's not a part of Great Millstone, but you teaching the same doctrine. That's where the truth is at, man.
That's right.
All right? So, hey, man, death to America, death to you so-called white people.
That's right.
Death to the two-thirds, to you heathens, man. All right, all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutations to the Hoko elect. Shalom.